Greetings everyone, and Great here of another Company Wars 1 replay. Spawn on the north side as US forces. We have fresheg. Never know how to actually pronounce his name. On his teammate as the British forces, we have TheSoundOfTheSilence. On the bottom side as the Wehrmacht player, we have MrSleaze, and his teammate as the Panzer Leaf player, we have TTeokLeaf, I think. We got a barracks being employed on out. Got scope rifles charging on forward. I don't think I actually really cast British players on this map. No, I do, but they're usually on the south side, not on the north side. Usually it's access on the north side, right? Huh. But either way, we do got the munitions point being captured on up. Pioneers and more pioneers. More pioneers. Wait a second. There's no Wehrmacht quarters. There's no Wehrmacht quarters, so I see 5 pioneers flooding the field. We got Kettengrad capturing this viewpoint now. Let's see. Intersection trying to capture up this munitions point. He may deploy his HQ there. He's going for another Tommy. Let's keep the British player selected since it's a bit more variety in initial build orders. And, well, I suppose there's a unique variety of build orders for here, but it's just going to be pioneers. Engineers and Jeep pushing way forward. I see the Kettengrad got no more engineers, so it's going for some riflemen now. And it looks like the Kettengrad and the Jeep are playing Ring Around the Rosies. And there's no bubonic plague along with it, or pneumonic plague. Kettengrad just sort of just dancing around. Does he need to fall back? Luckily, his teammate has a lot of pioneers. Bunker being built by the pioneers here, or was cancelled. Kettengrad could potentially go down. He's going in deep. Damage engine, and that's going to be a dead Kettengrad. Early pick there, very nice. May dissuade him from going for Luftwaffe ground forces, since that's probably the most powerful variant of the Kettengrads, in my opinion. Pioneers and the Jeep are engaging each other. The Jeep does receive a bit of damage. We do got the lieutenant here. Looks like the HU. No, that is a Bren carrier. HU command truck has not packed on up. Got the intersection here supported by the lieutenant. It does not complete the tank traps there, so they can be gunned down. And he does get this guy forced back. This pioneer's over here. Speed governors upgrade. We do have, looks like the Greek Sphere now being pulled out. Will we go for Grenadiers or will we go for our 251 half tracks first? Over here we got a 223 versus Jeep, Pioneers, Riflemen, and Engineers. A whole bit of everything right there, and a lot of Ring Around the Rosies again. Rifleman squad and Engineers trying to deal with the 223. Pioneers could push on forward as well. Looks like he's trying to go for a bunker as now. He may be eyeing for it's probably going to be a machine gun bunker. Not going to be a casualty recovery bunker. Enough ground forces for a casualty recovery bunker. 223 has received quite a bit of fire. Now has engine damage. That is going to be very problematic. We got G43 squad here. Pioneers receiving quite a bit of fire. It's actually hitting the bunker quite severely, and the 223 does in fact go down. Rifleman squad does go use carcasses heavy cover as well. Very nice. And the bunker has been built. Don't know if there's any upgrade on it just yet. Let's switch over to him. He is going for MG bunker. Very nice. And these Grenadiers being forced into a corner. We've got the Pioneers facing forward. We've got still 4 Pioneers out on the field. He had 5. He does go for a Grenadier first before a 251 half track. Got a Bren carrier now advancing forward. Does get the MG upgrade as well. Now it's going to be a permanent reticle here because I had it selected while switching players. It does wipe out Pioneer squad. All Pioneers are severely wounded. 2 of them are inside the garrison. Now here comes a 2-2. Something's too fast. I'm not sure what he's referring to. Talk about the 222. He went for logistics company, which I believe does not has a low, it's 0 fuel cost to it. Does get a button there. It does go and blitz out the button. He can pursue that Bren carrier down. And there is actually a button from the intersection squad in the back, not from the Bren carrier itself.
Pioneers have the point. Point is captured.
Grenadiers are captured at the fuel point there. Let's do a quick composition. They have 0 fuel. Now this fuel point was captured up by them, as was this one here. I don't see any foul play. It actually seems about right for the fuel. Because a logistics company doesn't cost any fuel, if I remember correctly. Could be mistaken about that. We got the Grenadiers here, engaged by the scope rifles at close range. Oh, yeah, the vampire. The vampire there, I forgot. That steals fuel. That's why. Good catch there. I glanced over it, failing to remember that they have that can siphon off fuel. Armored car does see a bit of fire there. It's got a Jeep and the Bren carrier. The Bren carrier has been upgraded to the NMG carrier. You've got 2 222s here. And there's the vampire getting spotted by the Jeep, and he may not realize he actually accidentally spotted the Jeep there. Not Jeep, vampire.
Veterancy gained.
Got efficiency 1 infantry squads now, which is meant for the Grenadiers, not for the Pioneers. Let's do a quick composition. Oh, I think he just realized it. May have pinged it. OMG. Grenadiers getting some bullets onto the Bren carrier, but unable to get any damage at the moment. Now here comes 222s. US player composition is 3 riflemen, Jeep, and 2 engineers. He does have a motor pool on the field, or being built, so he's a little bit far away from getting out a Greyhound. And he doesn't look like a doctrine select just yet. He may have one. British Forces has 3 intersections, 2 scope rifles, 1 Bren gun, 1 officer, and the Bren carrier. He does have the field support truck. No captain, no sappers. Sappers on the build queue now. For the Wehrmacht player, we do have defensive doctrine selected, and now we do got these scope rifles advancing forward. Vampire set up right here.
Was wünschen Sie? What do you want?
Into 2 advancing forward, does not get the kill there on that lieutenant. Eventually engage these scope rifles. And over here we do have, looks like 2 222s, a very wounded Panzer Grenadier falling back, and we've got another Panzer Grenadier here as well. Another bunker, could be a repair bunker. For you, I'm not sure what he's referring to. But it's there onto that rifle squad. You can rip apart thanks to the negative ground. You got, oh, I think it says for you. He must have been referring to that bunker.
The enemy is weakening.
Loses the
even
rifle
now.
squad entirely. He does keep the engineers inside that slit trench. Good hits there onto that Bren carrier. He does, of course, have the Bren gun here as well, so there's a couple of sources of buttons. He has a bit of munitions for that as well. Oh, well, here, light 18 half track has been pulled on out. Running fire some rounds onto the infantry half track when he's hit that Bren carrier. We also have some landmines here as well. Now, and 2 flamethrowers as well. The repair bunker, yes. I don't see any other bunkers on the ground at the moment, or on the map. Panther suit? Actually, he doesn't have all the structures for Panthers, so that's an overestimation at this point in time. Does throw a grenade into this garrison. I think the mate bugged out and actually throw it. Greyhound are advancing forward. Flamer engineers with riflemen trying to just overrun these forces. We have the 2 2s here, and the Panther Grenadiers do fall back. Panther is in the region. They may be trying to go for. Oh, gets stuck there on the Grenadiers. Yep, he got stuck on that Grenadier model there. We're gonna get a crit.
Where we headed?
Greyhound still has plenty of health. 222s can potentially engage the Greyhound. And wipes out one of the Flame Engineers. Very nice. Rifleman squad inside the garrison. Not garrison, slit trench. It's going to be a very effective position to fight from. Now, a lot of Pioneers here, and the Vampire half-track does get spotted. These, with how this map's designed, the Vampire half-track's going to do some great work. Does get a shot there onto the Jeep. Grenadiers maybe going to fish it off. Does not get a kill there. Dude's trying to engage these scope rifles. We've had some good engagement, but there's a lieutenant nearby and some sappers with Piets. Oh, received a nice frag grenade there by the Grenadiers. Patrick does find a hit there on the Greyhound. The Greyhound has a damaged engine crit. It's a destroyed engine crit, actually. Oh, didn't fire a shot off right there. Gotta be very careful when you're advancing open ground. Your enemy unit down. Got a damage engine crit as well. Throws a frag grenade in that bunker. Slit trench. Let's get dodge it. Let's get suppressed there. He's against that garrison. He's so wounded.
We're good to go.
Not sure where the enemy unit got destroyed. See quite a bit of fire right there. Looks like great. Oh, we got the Goliath. Doesn't get the kill there. Didn't even get any good damage onto the rifleman squad either. Piets running in. I think there's an observation post that was cleaned up by the Piets. Got 2 squads of Piets advancing forward. This player has quite a bit of manpower, quite a bit of munitions reserve. Does have in the level 1 production now. See some PS shots, but they do both miss. As Grenadiers going to just avoid extra fire. Pioneers trying to repair up the light abstract, but they just need to charge forward. I really don't know. This blob here is going to cause a bit of a problem. Mortar half track could be quite effective right now.
Enemy.
Oh, does lose the 222 right there. The British forces has quite a bit of manpower, not a lot of munitions nor fuel stored up. He does have the armor command truck, however. The Wehrmacht player does not have a whole lot of much. Aiming for Grenadiers. He does have 2 levels of infantry veterancy. He has a lot of Grenadiers deployed on now. He may want to count his opponent's blob, I guess. He has to do bring on in, finds him there on the light TF track. It is very wounded right now. And it looks like the Tanzania player has 1,000 manpower. Their command has been researched. He still needs the 1 more structure for the Panthers. He's pretty far away from Panthers, just simply put. Vampire does go down. It's going to be overrunning the light TF track. Does get a crit shot there. Does go down to the AT gun. These OP observation posts. I guess he's pinging somewhere. This one is also captured up as well. As a support command has been researched. We also got a casualty clearing station there. These guys are getting much needed healing. A lot of unknown doctrines. Hummels will still always be good in these 2v2s. Looks like he's going to go for armor. I see Royal Artillery, but honestly, that's not really necessary at this moment in time. You got a triple capture against the allies for the Axis players. That's very important. Got an observation post on this fuel point as well. And maybe what he was pinging earlier. Now got the Grenadier carrier advancing forward, trying to hit these Grenadiers. We've got some STGs deployed on out. Oh, the Panzer player does not have a lot on the field. Gains a lot of upgrades there, including the crit squad sizes as well as the Panther Direct, and that should be enough for Panther research. Yeah, Panther research on the way. You will soon have Panthers, given within about the next minute.
The enemy is attempting to seize a fuel point from us.
The extra manpower, the extra squad sizes will come in handy. He doesn't need to go out Fallschirmjägers for now. Hendrix receiving a bit of fire from the scope rifles. So yeah, either going for Tank Cutter or Scorched Earth wouldn't be half bad. I still believe Scorched Earth is generally the best for 2v2s. Because Scorching points, Booby Trap points, and good suppression there. Those out a grenade there for his Grenadiers. And Humos are always just very good against in 2v2s. Though honestly, the Hendrix Straker Sport's not bad either. We'll find a landmine there. Landmine does get detonated there as well. Good hits by the Pantrix, I guess. And now the Greyhound's starting to fire in. He could push forward. These Pantrix trying to hit the Greyhound. Wasn't successful. Gren Carrier is still being pursued by these Grenadiers. This one may be being upgraded to a Pantrix. No, it's not. Ooh, this seems like a really, really congested area. They're falling back, but they're very congested there, so a Humo Barrage could be quite deadly. Gren Carrier is almost dead, but looks like he will go ahead and save it. Greyhounds are rolling around. Now Panthers are here to push on forward. Defensive Doctrine's not half bad either, so that he could potentially pull out some Flak 88s eventually. I do three snipers, that's what it is. Veteran C, light vehicle, Veteran C. Panthers making some excellent pushes here, does get buttoned. He is backed into a corner. Piets, 4 squads of Piets nailed that Panther. Didn't get the crushes there. This Panther going to try to disrupt the formation. Panther receiving, it does go out to mass Piets. This Panther does need to fall back. He only has one set of Gren, so the Gren Carrier should get a button. Great pick there onto that Panther. Engineers trying to go for. He's stalling out his opponent's Panther by laying down some tank traps behind him. Bit nasty. And he's going to continue getting that. More PS shots there. Decides to go far away from the Engineers there. Nice. Got some Panther Grenadiers advancing forward. Panther does see some repairs from the repair bunker. Grenadiers make their advance. They have triple Veteran C as well. It's going for a lot of Veteran C on these Grenadiers.
We're losing territory.
He does have light. Oh, Veteran C 1 on light vehicles as well. Should be useful for the Warfamens and for the Flak 88s. Good hits there on the Panthers.
We are losing ground.
Tries to toss there. Ooh, and the Panther does go down to 2 AT guns from the US player. Very, very nice. Got another repair bunker here. So far, losing both Panthers is a very, very big problem. Grenadiers advancing forward. They could see a grenade or two. Speaking about the grenade, and he does dodge it. Yeah, at this point in time, Warfman is probably what he needs to blow out. Grenadiers getting ripped apart right there as well. This very, very tight blob is it's vulnerable to AoE. Maybe some Hodge kisses? No, he's going to save up some more Panthers.
They're losing territory.
Let's take out some of the repair pioneers there. PS are being walled over through line. Grenadiers have been reinforced with their advance forward as well. One stick grenade thrown. Does force back the entire group right there, which is actually all he needs to be done. Got a Firefly here as well as a command tank.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Over here, looks like Grenadiers and Commandos have been selected. We got Armor and Commandos versus Defense and an Unknown Doctrine. Scorched Earth. And more Panthers. So let's take a quick look at everybody's composition right now. We got 2 Riflemen, 1 Sniper, 3 AT Guns, Greyhound, handful of Engineers. Bit of a mixed force. The Commandos are an interesting thing to see. I was not expecting Commandos. We got, of course, Carmel, Command Carmel, Firefly, 3 Tommies, 3 Piets, 1 Lieutenant, 1 Commando, 1 Captain. Gren Carrier is still alive. He has a lot of forces still out in the field. And he does have the decoy barrage and the 25-pounder barrage both available, and he has enough for. Well, he has plenty of decoy barrages, but he has enough for the 25-pounder barrage as well. Finds a landmine there. Very nice. Or not nice, depending who you're reading for. Gets charged on forward with scope rifles. Grenadier squad does get suppressed by the Dread carrier. More landmines being built. This is by the Brit, not by the US player. But it's there as well. This direct hit there on those sappers. May get a full squad wipe there. Doesn't destroy the landmine there. Scope rifles are decaptured then fuel point there. Grenadiers are just constantly firing away. And oh, another deadly hit there. Not sure from what, however. Panthers gain some damage on in. Firefly, inspired by the command tank, getting some great hits there on the Panther. Fireflies, if they get the command tank nearby, they do actually some good work. Just getting some great hits there. And Duke got sector artillery raining on him there. That may have been what blew up those forces. Command tank charging forward. This Panther does have damage engine crit. Cromwell receiving quite a bit of fire. Firefly's not saying the highest health as well. Command tank needs to fall back. He needs to make sure to keep that alive. Don't want to spend time to get that rebuilt. Got another bunker being built, probably for a repair bunker. Patrick does fire, gets a hit there on the Firefly. Both of these guys just need to fall back. Destroy engine crate there on the command Cromwell, and got looks like a decoy barrage, not the 25-pounder barrage. Command tank does go down. Finds a landmine there.
Forces indicate the command tank has been knocked out. A victory point is being overrun.
Panther firing away. They got a kill there on that engineer as well. Over here, Kamado's charging forward, gain some damage there on the Grenadiers. And Captain also firing his revolver. More landmines. Got 2, 3 repair bunkers. MG bunker still here as well. Let's find a hit there onto that Panther. Rifleman here don't have sticky bombs research. And we've got the 25-pounder now being deployed in somewhere.
Unknown number of enemy are moving on one of our victory points.
Not sure where the 25-pounders are raining on in. We got the Panther defense forward. Finds a lot of hits there on the AT gun. Should have hit that Greyhound. Patrick Model does get dance around, does decrew the AT gun. Rifleman slowly being picked apart by the Panthers. Panthers are both alive. One of them fully repaired.
Access to glider-borne light armor.
But we actually see the Glider Tetrarchs. But Glider Tetrarchs just arrived too late to be useful. Volk's Grenadier squad does fall back, and the Pack 38 is going to be ran down. Likely. Yes, very likely. It's good to fully destroy it. Let's go ahead and fully destroy it with the Fiat squad. Very nice. Get some good hits there. Takes out that Pack 40. Does have plenty of Pantrax, and that is a decoy barrage. And does also some stick bombs there. One of them looks pretty good. And right now the British force are getting quite wounded. We've got 2 Fireflies here. The Panther is falling back severely wounded. The Greyhound could potentially take it out. Grenadier squads are falling back.
Location is under attack.
Greyhound has rear armor. And gets a rear armor hit there and hardly did anything for the rear armor hit. It's not going to happen. Sherman tank. Regular Sherman tank has been deployed on out. Greyhound's trying to get the kill there. Does get distracted by these forces. Pantrax trying to make this way forward. Greyhound does go down. Got everybody's composition still. I've been forgetting to do that. Got the quite a bit of munitions here and armor doctrine selected. We see that it was going for armor earlier. It does have Collide piece now available as well as Allied War Machine. For the Kamado player, got a bit of manpower, a bit of fuel, nothing too significant. Bunker does go down. Defensive doctrine has a bit of manpower, no additional structures yet. And for the Pensley player, got a bit of manpower, bit of fuel, and a bit of munitions. These forces are still suppressed right now, and now here comes the Calliope barrage raining on in. Panther does find some shots there. Grenadiers are going to fall back to the repair bunker there. These guys are getting slowly picked away by the Panther. Got the 2 Fireflies now advancing forward. He may want to get a command tank. He does get a command tank there. And I see AT gun, Sherman tank, AT gun, Calliope in that region. Just got a kill down that repair pioneer. Panther advancing forward. 1 level defense veteran Zeke. Stick grenade was thrown. Another good stick grenade, forcing back all those squads. SDG squads advancing forward. Now got another Calliope barrage, forcing back all these forces, getting some good damage in. Handsharks are advancing forward. This Panther's, however, severely wounded, receiving quite a bit of fire from the AT gun. Looks like the AT gun's going to retarget towards the bunker, which is probably a better opportunity right now. It finds a landmine there. Good hits there, and does destroy the AT gun entirely. Fireflies trying to disrupt those grenadiers. And so far, there's been a good capture game by the Axis players. Though they are behind the tickets, but it seems like they've been pushing forward to capture these VPs quite successfully the few times we've been paying attention to them. Got a landmine here as well, which should be very useful to trap any Panthers to run over that edge line. Panther trying to protect this bunker. Player Pioneers are here for repairs. And here comes Calliope barrage. So he's fighting against a bit of uphill. Bad angle, really. But he's getting some great hits there. Takes out all the Pioneers. And the Fireflies do take out the bunker itself. We got Panthers. We got 4 Panthers out on the field. Lots of Panthers. His teammate has a lot of repair bunkers, so he can maintain repairs a bit more successfully. He's basically a pop cap as well. A lot of infantry, a lot of British infantry advancing forward, and there goes the captain. Two Fireflies, 1 command tank advancing forward. Panthers need a little bit better control, and here comes the sector artillery getting a deadly hit right there.
Has proven its superiority once again.
And then start making their way forward. Fireflies see quite a bit of fire. Destroyed engine crit. And Firefly does go down. Assault Grenadiers advancing forward. Man tank getting hit severely. Panthers are charging on forward. All 3 of them are quite healthy right now, or all 4 of them. There's some US landmines here, which can be very deadly, and there's also an AT gun in this region. Fireflies backing off, needs a lot of repairs. The engineers are retarded over there. Man tank can absorb some shots. And he does go ahead and scorch that point right there. He has trouble capturing it, and it's more likely his opponent's going to keep it captured themselves. Scorching is a good idea. Fire effect? I wonder where that flame effect there. Oh, there's the US engineer up there. Looks like the Anti-Grenadier squad may go down. We're seeing lots of fire. He does actually escape out with not just 1, but both 2 models.
The enemy and reduce his 300 points.
There's Panthers charging forward as well. There is still this AT mine there, which may be found. Nope, he does not find it. I also got the slit trench still crewed by the riflemen. Panthers start pushing way forward, getting some various damage onto these infantry sections, slowly bleeding them down. Now to have a flak 88 being deployed on out. That's like a great position for flak 88, but there's a lot. Actually, the amount of hedges actually destroyed, it actually does make a decent position. Defensive, and sometimes you just need defensive hard point there. Does not get a kill there on the repair models, primary repair models, and it should be fully repaired right now. Does get a good hit there, but the point is repaired. Good hits there. It does pick up the AT gun once again with the Pantrix, but he is going to receive a lot of Calliope shots. Another Calliope shots there. 2 camouflage Hellcats. We've got the Sherman tank unupgraded. And good hits there. Engineers advancing forward, and they do fall back. Panthers do receive a bit of hits there. And good hits there onto the Sherman tank. Multiple hits there on the Sherman tank. He does find that landmine, as we mentioned earlier, but Cap does have some support there. Often power shoot or a 25-pounder barrage raining on in. It is a 25-pound or decoy barrage, actually. Next, Panzer Grenadiers do overrun the AT gun. Hellcat now in pursuit. This Hellcat or Sherman tank does go down. This Panther is going to receive a bit of fire. This Panther still in range, able to cover his buddy as it gets a little bit overwhelmed. Allied War Machine has been activated. Good hits there. Panther does get a main gun destroy the crit, which is actually not what the US player wants to see. Let's finish off that one there. Hellcat charge on forward. Does get this one. Still has damage engine crit there. Destroyed engine crit there. Is he out of control? Allied War Machine has 5 seconds for. Okay, he does get the replacement. Passengers do get button. One of them does in fact go down to the Fireflies. Grenadiers do throw a grenade. Decent grenade there. And the Grenadiers are just start advancing forward. We've got 3 Pantrix advancing forward. Rolls a miss there. Does get some good hits there on the command tank. It is quite wounded. British infantry are getting slowly booted away. Have trouble dealing with these veteran Grenadiers. The Grenadiers are just in pursuit right now. He is defensive doctrine. See any. No 20-centimeter barrage just yet, nor does he have enough munitions for it either way. Nor does he have any tech structure as well. He could try eyeing an advance up, but he may be just starting to stick to his infantry-based play. US sniper here, 1 kill in a good spotting position. Very nice. Bunker being sieged down by the Hellcats. Not sure. I think the sniper is going to line up shots on the Flak 88. I think he's there for the Flak 88. You could be trying to spot for the Calliopes. But overall, or his teammate can bring a 25-pounder barrage. There's actually multiple possibilities what the sniper can do.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Commanders are quite wounded. British forces are advancing forward. We got the Grenadiers making their advance now. And it looks like the lieutenant has picked up Piet himself. This is focused on the lieutenant. The lieutenant needs to fall back. Light people are green, and the lieutenant does go down. Lots of damage on the Grenadiers, but do all escape on out of there. Oh, sorry, I didn't see the Rumble rants. Let's see. I'm not a part of the local committee. I probably should look into it. Thank you for the compliment at the end. I need to get a little bit better in order to read the Rumble rants. I need to find a better positioning for everything. Can't be filtered in the chat on the chat window I have, what consolidates YouTube and Twitch. Ooh! Does get a nice crush there. It's that sniper. That was a sniper, right? It actually doesn't look like a sniper model. It is a sniper model. Crushes a sniper right there. That's sometimes a nice thing to see, or not a nice thing to see. Depends who you're rooting for. Hellcats are engaging the Assault Grenadiers. And the Assault Grenadiers should be able to capture the point. The Central VP is not scorched at the moment. And looks like he's starting to rig up some of these points to blow. Panthers using quite a bit of fire. Got double defense efficiency across all the line. Got Allied War Machine activated.
Losing
We
a
got
sector.
Fireflies and Helicast all charging forward, jumping over the slit trench. We got 3 Helicasts or Panthers in this region, but they're all getting quite wounded. One of the Helicasts does in fact go down. One of the Panthers goes down. And does get a kill on another Panther. This is great kills there. Flak 80 is quite wounded. Final shots there on the command tank. Looks like Allied War Machine has worn off. It does capture a built fat munitions post there. Here comes a Calliope barrage onto the Grenadiers, getting some great hits there on the Grenadiers. Does have a command tank there, however. Black 88 also got fully destroyed as well. One of the Grenadiers are down to 1 model as well. Mega destroyed. Final Panther does get some good hits there. See the bounce there, takes out one of the Hellcats.
Territory of the fatherland.
Good hits there on the with the Panther track. And oh,
Territory.
Sector Artillery claims the Hellcat. Booby Trap does receive some damage there. Booby Trap. Oh, looks like exploded right there.
We are losing ground.
And I got the nice Assault Grenadiers behind some heavy cover there, but they're going to get overwhelmed. Plus, those commandos inspired by a lieutenant. That Grenadier squad does fall back. And Register Artillery was running on in there, but I don't think got a squad wipe. Or actually, he may have got a squad wipe. There's a lot of down models there. Grenadiers right there. Receiving a bit of fire from the Bren guns. Sherman tanks here. Sherman tank is anti-infantry. Or really anti-general stuff. Fresh pair of Panthers. Damage engine crit from a landmine there. He may find himself another landmine. Yes, he does. Saving his buddy from hitting it. AT gun still finds a good hit there on the Panther. Direct hit there onto that AT gun. It does take out the AT gun entirely. Good to say on the Sherman tank. Now we've got another Calliope barrage raining on in. Force Meth Grenadiers. Good hits there onto these Panthers as well. Take a look at everybody's composition. Quite a bit of munitions. Another landmine detonation there. That's the Vet 3 Panther. Damage crit. Quite a bit of munitions. So looks like there's plenty of Allied War Machine and Allied Field Repairs. And looks like we got all doctrines, all abilities selected from this doctrine. Could deploy out Collider HQ, deploy out some Piet commandos. This yeah, it deploys the Mortar Commandos, Piet Commandos, and Heavy Machine Gun Commandos. Really not a very good ability there. Didn't even provide any sector lockdown. Panthers getting repaired up. They need some repairs over here. Looks like the does catch a point and it's going to be wiring up to explode. We're going to go with the medic now. And the Grenadier squad is receiving quite a bit of fire right there. Another booby trap has been activated, and the Commandos has a late response there and a bad retreat organization. Grenadiers may throw a couple stick grenades. Fairmont probably has a bit of manpower, quite a bit of fuel, of course, and still no additional tier structures. He's just going straight for Grenadiers. There's a glider. What type of glider? Is that a dead glider? Did the Commandos ever pop out? Was that... That was a glider, Commando gliders, and I don't think a Commando squad actually popped out. I think killed it off before the Commandos popped out. Yeah, that's the only Commando squad. That was not the HQ glider, but the Commando glider, and failed. Booby trap? Right there.
Front lines are under attack. We're losing a sector.
Good landmine detonation right there. And another good landmine detonation there. Grenadier squad will need to fall back. Another booby trap. No response there. Gets annihilated.
Forward company come up.
Oh, and that is a Hummel. Hummels have been brought on in for the Anthony Clare.
Propelled howitzers are available to
And
take
looks
the
like he
field.
needs to make sure these 3 Panthers do not go down, because he likely will not go for any more Panthers. We got Sherman 76mm now deployed on the field. Another booby trap deployed on out. Or received or detonated. Triggered. One of those words.
Go ahead,
As
Commander.
Grenadiers
We're
find a landmine themselves, the Wehrmacht player may need to deploy a Minesweeper at the current rate. They are incorrect. We got 3 Fireflies, 1 command tank, Hellcat. Oh, that's a Sherman tank, not a Sherman Firefly. That 3 Panther received a bit of fire from the Hellcats. Over here, it looks like the Panzer Grenadiers scorch the point and retreats. Very nice. Good is there on the Panther. And Panther's falling on the back. He's trying to have a staggered retreat with his Panthers. His Panther is severely wounded. He's in range of the repair bunkers. Almost going to come in for suppressive fire barrage. Another booby trap triggered right there. It does get avoided. It does take out the wounded Firefly with that movement. Very nice. There's also some landmines in this region which could be detonated.
The enemy has moved against one of Germany's
British artillery is also raining on in as well, forcing back his opponent. Black 88 does get this, I think, salvaged right there, or canceled. I think he was actually building it, so it must have been canceled. Here comes another artillery barrage. Does take out Panther as well. They beat down to 2 Panthers. He's going to go for a 6th Pummel. And 4 Sherman receiving quite a bit of fire. And these assault grenadiers are going to try to stop the capture. Looks like they are going to be successful. With the Hellcats, not Hellcats, Fireflies and Sherman tanks getting some good damage onto them. This point is almost fully repaired. This point has not been repaired just yet. And we've got another booby trap right here. Finds damage, but no kills.
Points.
Good hits on the Panther. Got a Flak 88 shot into the AT gun. Flak 88 is, of course, excellent versus AT guns. And finds himself a US sniper there. I forgot about that guy was there. He's trying to run down that sniper. Takes out the Hellcat. And does take out the sniper as well. Unlucky US player right there. He had no idea that was snipers there. And it was only meant for spotting as well. Having nice spotting squads like that is quite handy. Here comes another Calliope barrage raining on in. This carcass is still alive. There are a bunch of carcasses in this region. This may be a good time for a Burgundy gun. I know it's generally joke around about that, but this is honestly a good time for it. We got the 2 carcasses here that can easily be claimed, and this one could potentially be claimed as well. Black 88 does take out that AT gun. No Burgundy. I always forget which building it's in. I think it's Support Command, right? What's the different one? Destroyed engine crit. Another unit goes down. Assault Grenadiers advancing forward. Lieutenant is a bit wounded. Got 2 Gren squads here as well. As well as 2 Piet squads. We got, of course, got the sector artillery raining on in the sector, but nothing to hit. Mines being deployed on out. 5-2 sapper squads. And he may have canceled that one, he may have finished that one. It's hard to tell. It does throw around the carcass of the Panther.
Enemy unit eradicated.
And I heard a landmine detonation, and that's not a lieutenant. Not sure what unit actually went down to a landmine. Oh, and the Grenadiers claimed this slit trench. Very, very nice. It's going to be very hard for the British player to clean that out. Finds a landmine there. The US player can clean out with a Flamer Engineer, which he does have one right here. And Ice Cross Horse is going to be keeping this VP secure. He's going for accuracy, veteran C. Most people go for defense veteran C on the STG squads. Hellcat may get some great crushes right there. Does not, however. Panthers push their way forward. We got the bunker almost fully built. Sector artillery is in this region and got an Ostwin now on the field, so he's finally pecked up a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and take a quick look at everybody's resources and doctrines, or not doctrines, just generally everything, compositions. Got with massive missions reserved for the Allied armor player, as well as a handful of munitions and fuel. That's what that Grenadier in there. Here comes the Calliope Roger, hit that bunker, gain some good damage there onto the Panther as well. The British player has quite a bit of munitions here, could use more decoy barrages, has plenty of munitions for the 25 pounder barrage as well. And let's just purchase something, another Firefly. Can't kill what? Not sure what it was. And the Wehrmacht player does have a bit of munitions reserve, not a lot of manpower, plenty of fuel. Does of course have the Panzer Command and has going up for a second Ostwind. Very nice. Since they're having a bit of trouble with all the British units spam, Ostwinds would be very, very useful. Another landmine detonation there. There's been a lot of landmines there. He will keep the Grenadier alive thanks to that excellent shot from the Flak 88. Ostwind now ripping apart those commandos. Grenadier squad will need to fall back sooner rather than later. He does get a wipe on one of the commando squads as well. Commandos are expensive. Got an incendiary grenade thrown by the Panzer Grenadiers. And he takes time to scorch that point. Very, very nice. This point is also scorched as well, so right now 1 VP in favor of the Axis players. Good hits there on the Grenadiers. And do got an artillery, it's a sector artillery raining on in this sector. And the Homo Mayfire barrage here as well. That's another sector artillery hitting the command tank. Calliope barrage raining on in. Grenadier squad may need to abandon this slit trench. And the Panthers now receiving a bit of fire from the AT gun. Pershing's a bit wounded as well. Commandos receiving a bit of fire from Ostwind. We don't see... Yep, we are seeing another level of veterancy on tanks. Very nice. Over here, we've got the Panther severely wounded. There is a Flak 8 here to cover. Veterancy 3 as well. But it looks like just rolled a miss right there. Panther does go down. The Panzer League player may want to get out some more Panthers now rather than some more Pummels. He has only one Pummel, one Panther. He's saving up for Panthers. He's not going to go extra Pummels. Main gun destroyed. He's leaving there to die. He could potentially try not killing it. He does go and get Allied War Machine replaced it.
Troop ready.
2 Fireflies and command tank advancing forward as the British forces trying to repair up the scorched point. Another boot trap triggered, and this time it hits some commandos, but only those who damage them. Good, it's there onto the bunker. And the bunker does go down. Sherman tank receiving a bit of fire. Pershing and Sherman tanks making their advance. He actually did put a 50 cal on one of these Sherman tanks. Got a nice mix of US armor advancing forward. Over here, got the Grenadiers advancing forward. We've got those Pummel barrage in this region as well. Making some good damage. One of the Panthers will go down. Pershing now veteran C1, which is very, very important. Does recruit the Flak 88. Got what's like a 25 pounder barrage onto the Flak 88 as well. Does take out the Flak 88. Also would find some hits there as well. 25 pounder barrage. There goes the Hellcat. Another booby trap has been triggered, but not going to be concerned about that. Got allied field repairs have been activated. Humo made it fall back. We've got 2 Panthers in this region. And looks like the Panther does roll a miss there. Finds a shot there onto the Sherman Semi-6. 2 Sherman Semi-6 are in this region. Pershing getting in probably past. Does get a hand strike inside of that garrison. Very good. And gonna destroy on this Pershing. And got a light beam barrage. So it's not saying good. Does take out the Panther there. They've got a level 1 defense there. Efficiency there as well. Pershing getting overwhelmed by the Pan Strikes. Allied War Machine has been activated. Does get that replaced. Lost quite a bit of forces there. Now the Firefly and the command tank in this region, trying to repair up this point with the commandos. Now I got mass Pan Strikes trying to pursue this region. Does avoid that booby trap. Panzer Grenadiers advancing forward, a little bit wounded. Fireflies. Getting some good hits there onto the Oswin. Panther's probably receiving quite a bit of repairs, or Panther, I should say. And looks like the Oswin does in fact go down. Got a capture in favor of the Panzer players. 80 tickets versus 147. That's not a lot for both sides. That may be 28 centimeter rocket artillery. It is. Gets a direct hit there on the Firefly. Did both of them go down, or just one? It's hard for me to see with all that smoke and dirt. Which also lagged up my recording a little bit. But it looks like just only got the one Firefly. Man taking the other Firefly does escape on out, which is probably worth the 200 munitions to get one Firefly. Another boob trap has been triggered. Good hits there as well. There's looks like a drop weapon there. Drop Panther Strike. The booby trap's been triggered. Does avoid it for the most part. Black Beam Barrage raining on in, gets great hits on the Patrick squads. Spraying his fire. Cool to look at everybody's composition. The US player has 2 Hellcats, 2 Calliope's, both fetches a 3, 1 Pershing, a handful of supporting units. Does have still a bit of munitions reserve, plenty of manpower. Could perhaps go out some more vehicles. Let's see, for the British force, I got a couple Piets, 4 infantry sections, 2 Brens, 2 scoped. Man tank and Firefly still alive. Just a nice mixed force. For the Wehrmacht players, still just Grenadiers. Did lose all of his Austrians. An additional veterancy, got some Knights Crossholders, that should be very effective versus the infantry. And of course, got now 2 more Panthers deployed on out. Or tries so making up to 3 Panthers at the moment. Plus has a Humo and his 2 STG squads. So overall, I think the Axis players, they have a bit of a better composition. They have a more higher value with smaller number unit composition, but the opponents still have a lot of mass they can throw at them. The game could still go either way. This VP is still scorched. Booby trap over here. May lose 1 model. Nope. Got a dropped hand strike right there, but you have a hard time selecting click on it. I heard some audio line right there. Wasn't really paying attention. There's there on the rifleman. They're trying to decapture this point. Game decapture there is very important. They're both low in tickets. But these forces does get forced back. He's trying to repair up this point. Does get the point repaired for the Knights Crossholders. And gets a booby trap right there. Knights Crossholders may charge into the booby trap. But it looks like they died out right there. Don't scorch the point. Don't scorch the point. Okay. Got this point being captured up as well. Ooh. Got it decaptured at least. At this point, being captured up by the Axis players, well, soon it will be double capture in favor of the Axis players. These forces started making their advance. The victory point is being captured on Panther. They're seeing quite a bit of fire. And the Panther does go down. I think it says Shrek. I think he's talking about this one right here. It's hard to click on. Hellcats are supporting the Pershing. Got the two Panthers here. They're both still quite healthy. The Pershing is specialty 1, however. Good bounce there on the Panther. Bounce on the Pershing. Over here, we got the East Coast advancing forward. We got the Hellcat advancing forward as well. That's gonna be a button vehicle. They got sector artillery right there and annihilated at least one squad. Hummel is getting hit severely. Bit it there as well. I think that made a decoy barrage right there. And looks like the Hellcat does go down to the sector artillery. Got a capture over here as well. Got a capture for the Axis players. Tickets are counting down. Calliope barrages raining on in. Some good hits. And now do you have a Hummel barrage raining on in over here in case it hits. Does something be captured there thanks to the richer artillery. It's there on the Panther, from the Panthers, and does take out one of those Hellcats. We've got the command tank and 2 Fireflies here, 1 Hellcat and 1 Veteran C2 Pershing.
Enemy to only 100 points.
Veterans in the Pershing, as it gets higher and higher, becomes more of a monster to deal with. This point is captured. There is a booby trap there. STG squad could disrupt them. No. Late response there. Does receive a bit of damage, but that's about it. They're going to try to capture that while in combat. That may be a bad idea. They have to deploy designated marksmen. It's probably be a good idea. Hummel barrages in this region wouldn't be half bad. Nice crossbow is trying to advance towards the center. Getting seen fire from multiple angles. Nice crossbow is going to fall back sooner rather than later.
Enemy unit eradicated.
Nice crossbows coming in forward as well. It needs to focus on the commandos. Commandos at close range are always quite deadly. Then something to be captured there, and they're getting flinched around as well. Point has been captured, so that's double capture against the Axis players. It's very important. Hummel barrage raining on in on this various armor forces, softening them up. And it looks like the AT gun captured, or no, the wood Pack 38 gets hits there as well. Calliope barrage annihilates the Pack 38. Yep, barely, but does. Ooh, good detonation there. And this point is captured, double capture. Point being captured by riflemen soon. Into the Panther track, very nice. Panther's charging on forward. He has 3 Panthers in this region. 4 in total. The other one's popping on up. Panther does get making them destroyed right here. This will be the last engagement. It's a 25-pounder coming on in. It could be a decoy barrage. Allied field repairs have been activated. Panthers are getting ripped apart by the firing line. Another Panther does take out that Panther. He does take out that Hellcat there. It looks like the Axis player is going to go ahead and cast the GG. I would say one thing the Axis player could have done was blow out Bergantiga. I think the Bergantiga would have been great because there's a number of Panther carcasses back here for them to reclaim. There could have been some other carcasses as well, so it's also been like right here, but that's a little bit hard to fetch. But yeah. Looks like yep, one player's back to the game, both players have backed out of the game. This is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.